at the beginning, before TechStars, we tried to do another startup. And I think one of the thing that provide us the maturity is first somebody believe us. When we get inside Techstar, they also invest in the company, and for our surrounding, it says, okay, they legit. They real startup, they get the investment,
Mhm.
they're doing a product, they have clients, and they have big mentors from all the ecosystem. People know them now. So we're legit a company, startup company, not what we was before. And this was our big challenge before we get into Techstars, to get this recognition and how to do it right. Now, in the 3 months inside Techstars, a part of Tuto, we had also a lot of challenges because we in the first 2 weeks of Techstars, you have something that's called mentor madness. You meet up with 100 mentors that tell you what you need to do, and sometimes they said the opposite things, and you become confused, and it's become something that you need to discuss with the team and to understand which direction we go. We thought that we knew everything. We came to Techstars. We part of this now. They chose us because we have something that is great, and you understand. No, they choose you because you're a great team, and you need to figure it out how to create great product from the feedbacks that you get. And I think that we learn fast to look everything in a critic look, to ask questions, to understand why people said what they said, not only take what the opinion of the other side, but try to understand what behind that, what underneath that.
Meet Ohad Ronen, the co founder and CEO at Tuto, your do something, bring value founder. He believes that when you provide value, you become valuable. Welcome to our series entitled The IAM Podcast, a podcast about innovation, business, and most importantly, people. In this series, we'll be talking to founders, executives, and various experts about their vision, challenges, best practices, and lessons learned throughout their journey. Let's get started. This podcast is powered by IAMOps.io. Optimize your cloud infrastructure and CI/CD process with IAMOps.io dedicated DevOps team. Check out www.imops.io and get a DevOps team now.
Hello, everyone. Today we are joined by the co-founder and CEO at Tuto, Ohad Ronen. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to the IAM podcast.
Hey, thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Cool. You're one of the 10 amazing startups that were selected to participate in Techstars Tel Aviv. So,
Mhm.
for those who weren't able to watch the demo day, Ohad, share with us your elevator pitch.
Wow. Um, so basically, products are buckets and users are water, and the company has one goal: fill the bucket with water. This is why companies invest a lot of resources in acquiring new users. But what will you do if your product and your bucket is leaking? On one hand, you must keep changing your product, adding more and more features, but on the other hand, it creates more holes in the bucket, and so on and so forth. So this is why we're proud to introduce Tuto. At Tuto, we help companies to reduce churn and close the leaking bucket by giving them the ability to create unique, intelligent product tutorials on their platforms, and building the knowledge engine for the internet. This way, we help the companies to better understanding the user, providing them personal knowledge for them, and create for each given user personal learning journey based on who he is. This way, we help the company to close the leaks and to improve the ROI.
Okay. Speaking of reducing churn, closing the leak. So, how can
Mhm.
I, as a user, benefit, or how can we use your product? Could you tell us or share us one user story?
Yeah, sure. We in Tuto understand that um, today we use SaaS software as part of our job or personal or professional life. And in order to achieve the most value from the product, we need to understand how to use it. And sometimes we don't know what we doesn't know. So with the company that we're working today, we map their knowledge and we're trying to figure it out, if there is users that didn't doing certain things and they don't know something inside the product that we work on, and then we can provide insight for the company and say, hey, you have a user that doesn't know how to do X, try to teach him how to do it. And this way we provide more value to the customers. The customers are more pleased and willing to talk about our customers, and they know how to use better in the software. This is why they don't churn.
Could you describe your MVP? Like, how's the first version of Tuto?
Yeah, so I think we start with creating mockup at start when we wanted to demonstrate our idea. So we create a little demo that is basically was with demi data, and then we start to build something that companies can use, and we start to think what is the most valuable value that we can deliver inside this box that we provide and we sell. So we thought that the most important thing is, one, to create the knowledge, and second is to see what user doing inside the product that we work on, and try to do the matching by yourself with no AI, no machine learning algorithms, not something that is complex, very simple. And this is what we're going with to the companies,
Mm-hmm.
and adding more and more features along the way, and making the our product, Tuto product, more smart and more good.
Okay, with that, who are you offering your products to? Who uses your product?
So we selling to companies that are SaaS companies. It's not matter if they B2B or B2C, but for us it's very important that they have certain complexity inside their product, because we need to build knowledge. So we want to people
Mm.
that need to be learn something from the SaaS companies that we work with. And right now we limit ourselves because our go-to market is we can't provide and support companies in big scale. So we work with non-big scale companies, and this is what we're targeting right now, companies that are based in Israel, and try to working together.
So let me just go back to TechStars. So please share with us your experience at TechStars. How's the journey, or how did that transform you?
Wow, it's a great question. My background is in computer science and entrepreneurship. I learned at the IDC, and I think that TechStars for me was like a university. Um, at the beginning, not a lot of people know that, but we thought that is bad idea to apply to Techstars, because we was a very very early stage, only a presentation, just a new idea that came up. And I think that the experience inside Techstars give us a lot of maturity, understanding. We met a lot of people, and we scale up our network that is amazing even today, because we can approach a lot of people that can do us introduction to other people, and we learn how to create great product, how to be great product, great product, how to be great human beings. But um, the most important thing in Techstars is the hashtag give first. Is give first. This all the values that is part of Techstars. And when you come into this accelerator, you become part of a family. And it's very happy for me that I can say that today I have a lot of people around the world that I am part of this family.
Speaking of building or creating a product, could you give our viewers like tips or what strategies or things to think how to create a good product?
Yeah, put it out there. I think that you can think a lot about what you want to do, about your vision, what you think it's right for the product and what the users want. But when you put the product out there, you actually can see and feel the users and to see what they do, what they doesn't do, what they want. They will tell you, this is what I missed, and this is something that I even don't use it. And the most valuable thing that you have in pre-seed startup is your time. And if you waste your time on creating something that nobody wants, it's not good. But I think the problem is that sometimes we think that to validate the problem is enough, or validate a big solution it's enough. No, you need to test everything. You need to test the UI. You need to test the features. You need to test everything along the way and take smart decision using data and users, and not only thinking from your head.
Now, please share with us. You said before you joined TechStars, you were an
Mhm.
early stage, and now it led you to maturity. So, could you share your challenges or the failures?
I think at the beginning, before Techstars, we tried to do another startup, and I think one of the thing that provide us the maturity is first somebody believe us. When we get inside Techstar, they also invest in the company, and for our surrounding, it says, okay, they legit, they real startup, they get the investment, they
Mhm.
doing a product, they have clients, and they have big mentors from all the ecosystem. People know them now, so we're legit a company, startup company, not what we was before. And this was our big challenge before we get into Techstars, to get this recognition and how to do it right. Now, in the 3 months inside Techstars, a part of Tuto, we had also a lot of challenges, because we in the first 2 weeks of Techstars, you have something that's called mentor madness. You meet up with 100 mentors that tell you what you need to do, and sometimes they said the opposite things, and you become confused, and it's become something that you need to discuss with the team and to understand which direction we go. We thought that we knew everything. We came to Techstars, we part of this now. They chose us because we have something that is great, and you understand, no, they choose you because you're a great team, and you need to figure it out how to create great product from the feedbacks that you get. And I think that we learn fast to look everything in a critic look, to ask questions, to understand why people said what they said, not only take what the opinion of the other side, but try to understand what behind that, what underneath that.
Very interesting. You had a poll about the main business KPIs, right?
Mhm.
So could you share a bit about, the result, or what did you learn from that?
Yeah. So in I ask what the main KPI that drive the company, and I think that is very very different from the stage of the company is.
Mm,
For example, for us at Tuto, we mainly focus on two metrics. First is grow, to see that we onboard clients that want the product, until we can't measure that because we can't support a lot of scale right now, but to see that there is a demand. And the second is the engagement, to see that our product is usable, that people use, love to use, they get value from that, and this is we measure by engagement. Other stages, the thing that is most important thing is revenue, is how much money you can create from your users, how much upsell, cross sale, and this is net retention metrics. So it's very different from stage to stage. We are really focusing on growing, and to see that there is demand for what we want to accomplish. And
mhm.
when you go to investors to trying to raising money, this is also for each stage is very different upon what you raise money on.
Okay, you mentioned about fundraising.
Mhm.
So do you have anything that you learned regarding fundraising?
Yeah, I think today there a lot of people said there is a lot of money on the market. Um, it's true, but I think that is less common for uh, pre-seed companies with not a lot of experience in the founder team. Because if we trying to see what's going on in the investment market, and so we see markets like cyber get a lot of
Mm-hmm.
money,
Mm.
second timers, entrepreneurship that already sold or do an exit with their previous company, they can find a lot of fund and investment. But for companies that are first timers and in pre-seed area, it's very difficult to raise money.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's not possible, but you need to help the investors to be sure that you can deliver, that you can execute your dream. And for that, you need to prove some traction or to show something that for the investors will say, yeah, they know what they do. They want that, they know their product. People want it. There is a demand. I know that I meet with them, they're a great team. And yeah, they will accomplish to do that.
Do you have a crazy story that happened ever since you founded your company, your startup?
Yeah. There is a term inside the company that we call it WTF, what the F word.
Okay.
And it's moments inside the company that something happened that it's mind blowing. It's something that we never expected that will occur.
Mm.
And there is always WTF moments. Um, the first one was that we, after just 1 month and a half that we thought about the idea of Tuto will be a part of TechStars. It was our first WTF. But along the way, there is a lot of people that was interesting in Tuto. That for us, it was very, very amazing. For example, the global head of customer success at Google, the worldwide one, um, looking in your site and reading about Tuto and want to be part of your advisory board,
Ooh.
it's WTF moment. And yeah, and to be able to deliver a product after 1 month of working and be able to onboard a lot of customers very, very fast. So yeah, we never thought that we'll be in this position, and the people that we talk, and yeah, it's WTF everything.
That's really funny. The WTF moment at Tuto.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to write something about that in LinkedIn, but it's in a process.
Yes. Okay. We'll await for that. Well, what should we look forward to Tuto?
Okay, so basically we want to build the learning engine of the internet software. We really believe that everybody use and will use SaaS product, past products to work, and they need to learn how to do that. And all the reactive approach is something that is, for my opinion, is not sufficient enough. And you need as a company a proactive way that help your users just do more. And the product's always changing, we're always changing, and we really believe that we can build this learning engine for each software, that when you or me or any other user go inside a SaaS product, it will have a learning experience inside the product step by step. There will be things that you will figure it out alone, but there is something that maybe will be very valuable for you and you don't understand or don't know that you don't know. And learning engine can help you increase the value that you get from the product. And I hope that we will achieve to create that, and the IPT, our technology, will be part of each given technology that have today to communicate with their users, to create deeper understanding of the product, to create the best knowledge, and to provide you the best knowledge how to use the product.
Please share important lessons or the best practices you can leave our budding entrepreneurs or startup founders today.
I think first, it maybe will sound like everybody said it, but never give up, adapt, and be agile in your mindset. Because if you want to succeed and to bring value to the world and create something for somebody, you need to understand how to do it the best, to understand what he wants, how to do that, to be able to change things fast to order to get there. And I think that the second tip that I can give is, as I said before, try everything. We think that we know a lot of things that is very crystal clear for us, but the reality said that it's not. And when we put it out there, we put to the test everything. And sometimes the truth is hard and we need to change. And you need to come to run marathon, not a sprint, but in each given week to sprint. So yeah, this is the tip that I can give.
Thank you. Okay, this is the last statement you should complete. I am Ohad, your blank founder. What do you want to be known for as a founder?
Wow, I think that I want to be one that do something, bring value to the world. You know, this is why we do Tuto, because we believe that when you provide value, you becoming valuable. And all the learning engine is based on that. Because I think that when you read a book, you learn something new, you becoming other person. And this is all the learning is all about, to provide value. And every one of us is different. So if we can provide value that is personal, it will be great, because we will make this world something that is more valuable. And this is what I want to be remembered of.
Amazing. Okay, well, this is a very valuable episode. I
hope.
bet they got a lot of insights. Thank you very much, Ohad.
Thank you again for having me. It was really, really fun to talk about Tuto. This is what I do every time, and it's part of what I do, and it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Make sure to check out www.imops.io if you want to know more about us. Subscribe to our podcast so you can get notified every time we post a new video. Thank you, and you have a great day.